Yes, once again, very warm welcome in Lisanings for my e-lecture. Today we are going to start a new topic that is very interesting topic under the umbrella of sociolinguistics. Today we will discuss choosing your variety or code. As you are already familiar with these words, variety, this is the sub-variety of or sub-level of language that is a bit different on the basis of pronunciation and on the basis of grammar and vocabulary, and we have discussed in detail different varieties of the language. So today's topic is that in different contexts, in different social settings, in different scenarios, we select different kind of variety. We adopt different kind of style in using language. For example, in multilingual society or in bilingual society mean where speakers are able to use two languages at the same time, as one can use Urdu language at the same time, the same person can speak Punjabi language. And multi-language, more than two languages if being used in a society, that will be considered as multilingual society. So varieties of the same language, sometimes we change depending upon the context, depending upon certain social factors, and sometimes we switch from one language to another language. When we use the word code, this is you can say this is a scientific words. Our emotions are not involved with particular language. Code, it may be any language, right? Language is the combination of certain codes. When we say code, it doesn't have any subjectivity or any personal liking or disliking towards particular language. That is why in linguistics we use word code. So what kind of codes or what kind of language or variety of the same language we choose, we select in different domains. Basically, when we talk about the choosing variety of one code, it entirely depends upon certain domains. We have certain domains of language use in our social setting. For example, when we say domain, what does it mean? Domain means it involves typical interactions between typical participants in typical settings. If you ponder and clearly analyze this definition, you would find that there are major three social factors which are involved in the selection or in choosing variety or code. For example, it involves typical interactions, particular kind of interactions which take place in the society, in community, in different speech communities. One thing that is the participant. For example, when we say typical interactions, how an interaction can take place, of course, with the help of participants. So it depends upon the very nature and type of participants who are taking part in the act of communication. Those participants belong to particular job, particular profession, particular family, particular social class. Of course, the nature and the type of participant will decide the very domain and the selection of language. And topic, of course, if two participants are communicating, of course, they would discuss a particular topic, a typical topic. If there is a religious topic, political topic, or matrimonial problem are being discussed, terrorism is being discussed. So depending upon the variation on topics, we will have to be very selective regarding the choice of our codes or variety of language. In the same way, setting. Sometimes we have formal setting, informal setting. If you are speaking, being a teacher in a classroom, this is a different setting. You are talking in a family, this is a different setting. So broadly speaking, there are three major there are many other social factors which are involved in the selection of or in choosing variety or codes that we will discuss later. But overall, when we say that how we select, how we choose different varieties of language in different societies or speech communities, so that depends upon the domains of language. We can draw a simple model of different domains of language. For example, if we say home or family, this is one domain, for example. So the family or our home, this is the domain, and it demands a different kind of topic, a different kind of variety, a different kind of language that we need to use. For example, if we generally make a simple model, and this model is not a fixed one, that this is not something that this is hard and fast rule from my side. So this is a simple model. On the basis of variation in cultures, on the basis of different societies, we can add or delete something from the domains of this simple model. For example, in multilingual societies, in our Pakistani context, in Punjabi context, most of the time in family or home domain, we are supposed to select the codes of Punjabi language when we are at home. And of course, if we talk, as I told you, when we say domains, three things are involved: interactions, typical participants. Of course, at home there will be father, mother, brothers, sisters, and these kind of intimate relations, blood relations, would be the participants of that domains of language. And of course, what kind of topic may be discussed in this domain? Most of the time we discuss different activities which are performed in the home and how to improve and how to bring development in certain domestic issues and how to solve certain domestic issues. These are some topics that can be discussed under the domain of home. In the same way, religion, this is a different domain and it demands Arabic. For example, if you want to call for prayers, instead of saying Allahu Akbar, and you say that no, I'm not going to use these Arabic words, I would say Allah sabse bada hai, Allah sabse bada hai. And when you are in the position of prayer, you are praying to Almighty Allah, right? You are in namaz, you are offering your prayer. So at the same time, you are performing an act of religion, right? So you are bound to use this code, Arabic. At-tahiyyatu lillahi was-salawatu wat-tayyibatu. So these are the codes that will be used. You can't say that I should translate in Punjabi or I should translate in Urdu in the setting of or in the domain of religion. So this religious domain demands in certain setting that when you are in particular setting of mass, in a state of offering prayer, so you are supposed to choose this one. In the same way, work, right? You are in workplace, most of the time you are a teacher, you are a professor, or you belong to any other company. So over there you might use Urdu language. So these domains of language suggest what kind of variety, what kind of codes we should use in that particular, in typical domains. So let me repeat once again, what does mean by domain? It involves typical interaction between typical participants, specific kind of interaction, specific kind of participant, and typical specific kind of setting demands particular kind of the selection of variety or codes. Apart from these factors, these are three major factors. There are some other social factors which affect on the selection of our code choice, what kind of codes, what kind of variety or language we should use. First one is social distance. When we talk about social distance, when different participants communicate with each other, sometimes they have very close relationship. Sometimes there is a large distance because maybe they are strangers, they don't know each other, they are meeting for the first time. So our way of communicating with the strangers is different as compared to those people who are very near and dear to us, and we have very good kind of relationship with those people. So this is the social distance. So the appropriate selection of appropriate codes and choice in different speech communities or societies, it depends upon social distance. Whether we are talking about strangers, we are talking to friends, or we are talking to our brothers or different other relations. So level of relationship depends on the selection of our codes. Next comes social status. Automatically or unconsciously, when we talk to the person who belongs to higher strata of society, who is enjoying a high position, we unconsciously become very conscious regarding the use of standard language. We try our level best to avoid informal language. As you might have observed, if any person who belongs to class 4, for example, he is subordinate, but at the very moment when he goes to a superordinate, he tries his level best to change his codes, to select those codes which are considered as standard one, not informal one. So social status affects on the selection of codes, right? Next, social roles. When we talk about social roles, everybody of us who is living in this world, he or she has to perform certain role, because life is a big chain of human lives, right? And in this chain, that is the chain of human beings, every person has to perform certain role. Every person has been assigned to perform certain roles, and if he or she fails to perform those roles, he or she may face tragedy, right? Being a father, we have a different role. Being a mother, people have different roles, right? Being a sister, being a daughter. So these are different roles. In professional life, if you are a teacher, you are performing a different kind of role. For example, if being a teacher, you are communicating with your student, you would select different kind of codes, different kind of, you must be more and more formal, standardized language, right? Certain, for example, technical words, that is the demand of your subject, you might be using those kind of codes. In school life, most of the time we have, because this is a different kind of domain, and being the role of teacher, if you are performing the role of teacher, you must be more selective regarding your codes. So different roles demand different kind of selection of our code choices. And level of formality, for example, sometimes we are very formal, and we are sitting in a formal setting. For example, there is a religious ceremony, and the setting is, of course, mosque. In the mosque, and any religious scholar who is preaching Islam, and of course, that will be a formal kind of setting. And that religious person will be very formal, will be very serious regarding the use of his words, because any informal use of word may be the cause of his suffering, because people raise different allegations if any person shows carelessness regarding the use of language while sitting in a very high prestigious place, a religious prestigious place, right? So the level of formality also affects on the selection of different codes of language. Surrounding environment, if you are talking in a peaceful environment, in a noisy environment, of course, our style of pronouncing the words, our level of loudness, and certain other lexical choices will be different. In a peaceful environment, if we want to call someone, we will call in a different way, but in a loud, in a noisy environment, or if there is a great rush of people. So this is the outer environment that also affects on the choice of codes. Function of language, goals of interaction. So every time when we communicate, we are performing certain actions. So actions are not only done by our hands, our physically actions are not only necessary, rather we also perform certain action with the help of language. There is a complete theory, speech act theory. When we say something, we do not only say, rather we perform. We perform an act, right? Sometimes when we say close the door, this is an order, and this is an act that we have performed. The purpose, the motivation, or the intention behind this was to perform an act of order. Sometimes we want to get a favor from someone. So if we want to get favor, the style or the choice of words would be different, right? And if we, for example, our intention is to get leave from a superordinate person, so the act of getting leave is a different, it has got different demand, and if we want to permit to someone other, that will have a different kind of lexical choices. Sometimes, as in poetry we say, that depending upon the intention of the interaction or objective of the interaction, purpose of the interaction, we may use different kind of codes and different kinds of language. For example, sometimes people interfere again and again रहे तुझसे देर तक गुफ्तगू जारी इसीलिए तेरी हर बात से इख्तलाफ किया. या किसी ने कहा था, somebody said that, फ़कत इस शौक़ से पूछी हैं हज़ारों बातें कि मैं तेरा हुस्न तेरे हुस्न बयां तक देखूं. So it depends upon the very purpose of your communication, why you are communicating, why you are prolonging the communication, what is the reason behind that. So depending upon the purpose, depending upon the intention, depending upon the goal of your interaction, we use different kind of codes or different kind. There may be certain other lexical choice, lexical other social factors which affect on the, for example, age is there. When we communicate with for example, mature person, an old person, an elder person, and at the same time when we talk to our kids, so we have different kinds of styles. We have different selection of our vocabulary or different choice of our language. So this is all about today's topic, choosing the variety or code. How we choose different variety of the same language, or how we choose different languages for different purposes, for different social settings. What is the reason? What are the social factors that affect on the selection or on the choice of these varieties or these codes? This is all about today's lecture. Hope you will understand the concept. If you have any query, any question, you may ask in comment box. So stay blessed and take very, very good care of yourself and people who are around you. Thank you so much.